What's going on, guys? This is MCS Red. Today I got a video for you on the new DMR Gen 2 valve. Now, we did a lot of testing, KT and I specifically, on how we could tighten up and allow for a wider range of FPS and enable you as the user and player to pinpoint FPS to exactly where you want it to be. So our solution was this product right here. So what we've done on my left hand side of, you can see the Gen 1 valve. Which has basically a section here that's completely not sealed, and it has two holes, one on the top and one on the bottom. What we've done here on the Gen 2, you can see it's completely flush all the way around, and we've adjusted the diameter of the hole that releases the air into the breech, which you can see the major difference there. So you're getting a much more precise entry of air per shot, and you're going to see here later on in this video when we do a little test demonstrating this Gen 2 valve in the DMR. When you get your kit, you're going to get the Gen 2 valve, also the modified trigger anchor screw, and this is going to the same one that you use to basically secure the trigger frame into the lower receiver. And you also, most of you have already received these in your DMR or 468. You get your 6-spring kit. Now, as you can see here, you have different tension. You have your low, medium, and high, and then you also have the same type of thing here. Black is low, your silver is medium, and your gold is high. You can use a periodic table to essentially think of it as a metal. Metal, silver, and gold, of course. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to demonstrate a marker that we have here, which is Lou Arthur's. He sent it in to me to be upgraded. So I'm going to show you the consistency that you can expect. Now, keep in mind the DMR is a platform that was designed to shoot shape projectiles, first strikes, etc. So for this consistency, we have to show you, we're going to show you that with those projectiles. I'm also going to show you how easy it is to get into your lower receiver and your spring, velocity spring and spring guide to adjust and pinpoint exactly where you want to be. So we'll go ahead and see where we're at right now. We have a 13 cubic inch tank with the new universal guide rod, which makes it also a lot easier to get into your lower receiver here. We got plenty of juice. We've got some first strikes here. Take a couple shots. All right, let's see where we're at. Shot number 1, 275, 273, 272, 274. Okay, now I want to show you, let's say, relatively speaking, if your velocity is a little high or a little low, depending on the barrel and projectiles that you're using. Also the batch of first strikes. It's a lot easier to get into the lower. I'm going to remove the mag well there. So we're going to back it off just a little bit. Depending on where your tank is located in the bonnet, you have to keep in mind that you're going to have to adjust. So I can actually probably leave it where it was at. I'll actually leave that. So you can see here it hits the bonnet a little bit. So we do have to move it. It's not a big deal until it comes out. There you go. It came out easy. So it depends on where your tank is actually seated on the marker, but relatively speaking, you can just turn it off or back it out just a little bit to get access here. So we're at 275. We want to pinpoint it just to that 280. Keep in mind that this is an adjustable velocity guide pin, so your spring may be correct. You don't need to change it, especially if we're at the 270. We don't need to be doing any changing of spring. So what we can do is we can back it out. Now, loosening the screw towards the muzzle of the marker is actually turning up the velocity, and screwing it towards the rear or the tank of the marker is actually turning it down. So I was one complete turn. We'll do one more complete turn, and we'll go ahead and put that back in. We'll see exactly where we're at and how that adjusted and affected the FPS. Get that back in here. Okay, nice and secure. Take our stock back, and like I said, the universal guide rod adapter allows for you to get into the lower receiver and adjust velocity a lot easier. Okay, we adjusted it out a few turns here. Let's see where we're at. with the adjustment. Hopefully we'll be around the 280 mark. .280 exactly. 284. 279. 283. 282. 283. 283. All right, so as you can see, that adjustment is a lot easier than before. It allows you to pinpoint your FPS to exactly where you want it to be as the player. This is ideal for all field legal limitations, so we're going to leave it at that. You can find the new Gen 2 valve for the DMR on the mcsus.com website. You guys know where to find us. We'll see you guys out on the field.